I'm just back in my yard kind of looking at some of my plants, and I realized my largest clump of Musa basjoo is really kind of getting quite big now. You get some warm weather. Once they get going, they really move. And this is a huge clump, probably the tallest one I've seen around. I have a neighbor with absolutely enormous clumps, but they cut theirs right to the almost to the ground every year, where I don't. I only cut back as far as I need to. So I think in this clump last year I had two that fruited, and one of my other clumps I had 3 or 4 that had flowered. So when they flower, that's it, that stem's done. So you may as well go in and cut them down. It's actually the worst in my opinion. It's the worst thing about them, because when they get big like this, they look fantastic, and then they flower and then it's done. So I don't know, if Caden was asking me if I had any, someone was asking if I had any that were flowering. I said, no, I hadn't seen any yet. Well, but I felt that there's at least a couple in here that were big enough and old enough that we're gonna go. There's that one there is a monster. That's a really big one. This one here is pretty big. Those are probably the two large, yeah, those are the two biggest. But this one, if we look, that is an enormous, like enormous banana flower, very large. Out of all of the ones that flowered for me last year, I don't know if any produced a flower quite this big. I mean, it's not football size, but it's big. So it hasn't started opening yet. It has developed and started to hang down. Whoops. That's as close as I can get, guys, and I'm zooming in on this. My arm is stretched out. So that is a enormous banana flower. So we are starting the process again of getting bananas, and yes, I will do a taste test like I do every year. Maybe one year I'll get one that tastes good. But huge basjoo. You can see the fence all the way down here. It's not a tall fence though. That fence is not 6 foot. It's probably 5.5 foot, something like that. So this banana is maybe 8 feet up, but the actual leaves of the banana keep going up and up and up. But there we go, first banana flower of the year. Totally sucks. Wish they wouldn't do that. I wish there was a way you could prevent it, but they just always seem to want to do it after about 3 years.